Hold on to your coffee mugs and good morning to all of you and welcome to the Two-Headed Wolf Gaming channel as we had to, once again, to jump into a city builder game in the name of Zeus. I was really thinking, what could I do for the weekend that would be a bit more special, especially as I'm out on holidays or on a vacation, and I decided to go with Zeus. It felt like the perfect fit because we are playing Total War Troy and we are playing also Titan Quest, and maybe at some point we're even going to add in Rome 2 with the Greek expansion with Sparta. So we will do that as well, but for now, for the weekend, I am going to be playing Zeus and we are going to have a bit of an hour-long episode, hour-ish. It really depends on how much it takes for us to do certain mission. The first episode we will probably do two of them because they will be shorter, easier. So that's how I'm thinking about going forward, and once I am back, I'm not sure exactly how I'll put it into the schedule, but I'll probably move it during the week just so we can go through the campaign a bit quicker. Who knows? We'll see how much time it takes, how much time I have, but I hope you're going to enjoy this game. If you've never seen it, it's a city builder game that came out around 20 years ago, and it's somehow part of the series of Caesar, Pharaoh. Then Zeus came out, and I think after that it was Empire, Rise of the Middle Kingdom. We will jump into them probably at some point and do some playthroughs there as well. But let's start with Zeus. As a leader, I call myself Ortrus. Google it. It's related to the Two-Headed Wolf Gaming channel. So a big thank you to my friend Alex, who suggested that one. And let's check on the adventures, and we will start with the first campaign as everybody else. Like, we have a few scenarios that are, part of the base game. So we will do these. We'll start with Zeus and Europa. Gods, mortals and monsters will always try to prevent you from leading teams to glory. This adventure is fairly easy and consists of 8 episodes.
Follow a cow? The priestess from the oracle said to follow a cow? A peculiar command, to be sure, but then the priestess is never wrong. She promised that great things would come to the person who follows her cow until it lays down to sleep, and then builds a city on the spot. This person will be able to achieve something that 4 powerful men failed to achieve, and finally bring Europa back to Greece. The beautiful Europa was abducted years ago by a white bull, and has not been seen since. And thus the priestess's bovine-centric prophecy came to an end. The cow did not choose a very good spot. She fell asleep a short distance from a hideous multi-headed serpent that purportedly belongs to Ares. The monster is always ravenously hungry and eats everything that comes near him. Building a city here won't be easy, but the promised reward is irresistible.
So there we have it, we're getting into the forming of teams, and if you followed the Total War Troy, or if you're following the Total War Troy, because I'm not sure exactly how the episodes will fit in, and we're definitely not seeing this at the time of posting of the episode. So if you're following Troy, Total War Troy, then you will see something that is related to this, and I am curious to explore it because I just saw the signs, but I don't know exactly what we will obtain in teams. As far as difficulty goes, for the first time ever, I am going to try Olympian difficulty. I generally play, I've at most played on, so let's say that this is very easy, normal, and this is hard. I've mostly played on hard before, never played it on very hard. And yeah, well, it's going to be a challenge, I believe, but we will check things out. Now, what is the true challenge? Basically, you start with a lot less money than you would do otherwise. I think if you play on it very easy, you start with 20,000 funds or something along those lines, and battles are easier. I'm guessing enemies are easier, and there are a bunch of things. This is a widescreen mod. The widescreen mod is not perfect. But anyway, it works, and we can just be grateful for that. And what do we have here? We have some marble that we will need to exploit at some point. Here in the north we have a bit of an arable area. We have wolves in the area as well, so we'll have to make sure that our people are safe and our flocks are safe as well if we decide to expand on this side. Then there's another farmable area up here. Seems like a pretty good one. Once again, wolves. More farming here. And that seems like all there is. One of the reasons why I didn't fully like Zeus at first, like the first time I've played it, is because you start with most of the buildings unlocked. Even though it felt like all of the other games before, like Pharaoh, like Caesar, in those games, like when you start the campaign, you get only a few buildings at a time, and then they unlock a few more, and you figure it out as you play. But here, they just jump straight into the entire experience, which felt a bit weird to me at the time. So, let me think about it. What do we have here? So we can plant wheat, we can have olive trees, we have sheep, we have dairy from goats, so we have two types of food. We have fleece and we have oil. A masonry shop. I'm not sure that we will build this at this point. This one will extract the marble. This is an olive press. The monuments, mythological monuments. And let's see if we take a look at the world map. As I said, it's not a perfect mod, but it will have to do. What do we have here? We have Mount Pelion, who buys wheat, and we can produce wheat. But I'm guessing the prices are not that impressive on wheat. Calydon buys marble and onions. Argos buys sculptures and wine. And finally we have Libya. Libya buys fleece, bronze, and sells wood and olives. We're definitely going to need to sell fleece. I'm guessing that will catch the best price on the market. Can we see something like that in the not taxes? Here are the prices. So fleece is 60, wheat is 30. So we definitely want to invest early on into fleece. We need to get this industry going just so we can start producing money. And I am actually thinking, because Libya is a port, right? We have a port to Libya. I'm thinking about placing it somewhere in here. Having a bridge on this side, have some sort of a road like going around here. And then maybe we can somehow encapsulate some of the sheep. I think I like that idea. So how are we going to do this? I'll do this. Let's see, so this is the pier. I will place it down already because we will need it. Or maybe, if I just delete a bit more of the forest here, we can place it closer. That looks fairly decent, wouldn't you say? And then we need ourselves a bridge. So our bridge, it even could be placed here. And that doesn't seem like a bad idea. I'm not sure if we'll ever fish. I don't see any fish on this map, so if I place this one here, and then we can do a few things. But I'll start with something like this. We will need to bring some people in. So if I draw a road, it's not gonna be in line with the rest. this is fairly expensive for whenever you're playing on Olympian. Just deleting roads is very expensive early on. But we will accept it as that. And I want to place a few houses. And I'll do like this, and 1, 2, 3. I want to leave 3 spaces in between just to make gardens, or improve the desirability of the area, because that is one thing that it is needed. Okay, I will put a water down as well. I'm not sure it's going to be enough for most people, but we'll have to do to begin with. I'll bring all of these people in. We'll place down a roadblock here. I'll have another roadblock on this side. Let's delete this. Okay, and no, instead of deleting that or placing that, we would do first of all a storage here, because I needed to accept some of the fleece before we start exporting it. And then we put down one of these. I will need a granary as well. So I'm thinking about doing it over here. Good. I will do wheat farms 1 and 2 to begin with, and then we will take a bunch of carding ships 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think that's enough to begin with. Hydra is in the city, and all of its many heads are looking for trouble. So here it is. So this is the main difference between Caesar, Pharaoh, and I guess this was the first one, Zeus and Empire, Rise of the Middle Kingdom. Because in Zeus you have mythical creatures, you have heroes, and you have gods. In Empire, Rise of the Middle Kingdom, you do have some Chinese deities as well. Though I'm not sure that all of them are gods. Their ancestors, they have different titles, and in order to defeat these creatures you will need to bring heroes. It's exactly like in the story of Zeus. So here are our first people who will just live in tents. We need to place down a market for them. Okay, Mount Kiran or Citarian becomes hostile, so he's probably going to attack us soon. Let's place down a few ships. Now you will be able to place down ships only when you have a working shed, a working farm. One of the ideas could be to place down some gates. The reason why you might want to do that is that the ships have this tendency to just run around and get way too far from your sheds to where your workers will have to travel around. We've reached a population milestone of 100 people. We're gonna go to very high payroll. It's not gonna help a whole lot, but it's a beginning. Let's see, should I be investing more into food? I think for the moment we're just gonna stay like this. Libyan games, but we don't have anything at the moment. I am actually considering expanding on this side. In my past, I basically built teams, I think over here, closer to these points, or maybe here, far away from the wolves. first bales of wheat. It is really not gonna do anything for us, to be honest. Yeah, need to get some fleece going to begin with, and then we will think about other solutions. With 4 bales of wheat, would that offer us 40 workers? And I feel like the answer to that is definitely not. I'm just gonna quickly go on the hazard screen. Things are okay for now. Okay, we should be getting a lot of fleece now to be transported and sold. And with that extra money there, we are going to be starting our new city, or the new part of the city. And as I said, I will do it like so. That leaves some space for some of the buildings that we need to place. 1, 2, and 3. And we'll place down more houses here. And then we add in another one of these guys and another fountain. A helping hand from Argos, 1600. Great, because we went down in the money. Now we also had our first export of 12 ballots.
I hope Aeolus guides us home.
So Argos seems to be very helpful. Yeah, and because they helped us out of our financial problems, they went down a bit in reputation.
Word is that there are plenty of jobs here for anyone who wants one.
This city is more refreshing than any other city.
And its leader is the most sparkling.
Perfect. So with this industry going, now we could also start selling some wheat to Mount Pelion. This is a land trade route, so whenever you see this in red, it's a land trade route. Blue is a water trade route. We will be investing in that, but we will be investing in that as soon as we are stable with, the people, the workers, the food. I do wonder a bit, is there unrest here? There's very low unrest all around, so hoping it's not gonna turn into a problem. Employees needed, okay, just a few. But I feel like this is decent. What was that message? PTN games, okay. Still don't have any. Like, I'm just waiting for this production to be completed. Good. So with that in mind, now I could be throwing in a common agora, which is a market. And I will be placing it as close as we can. Yeah, I think I'm gonna place it like so. And then we'll have a food vendor here. And then we're gonna place like a few more wheat farms. I'll put the roadblock a bit further. We'll also be producing... Okay, Mount Cterion or Cterion launches an invasion in 2 months. We won't really be able to fight him. Like, I'll place down one of these, but we're just starting to get some people in. That means that the palace will not have any soldiers that we could use. Let's see. I'll just destroy this. Shall I place it here? It's gonna take a lot of space if I do. Turn it around and place it somewhere here. I could have a few other businesses in the area. If I place it here, I guess it's slightly prettier and better. But yeah, as you can see, the houses are not high enough level to give us any kind of warriors, any slingers or anything, which is unfortunate, but it's the reality of the situation. So we'll have to bribe them. Yeah. Ooh. 2100. We have to. If we don't pay them off, we really won't have any other chance to do anything else. But we're exporting now. We're gonna get at least a tiny bit of money out of 4 fleece. Let's see, if I go to taxes, we would get 148 denaries per year. It's not that much. We're not losing a lot right now. And we've reached the 500 population. Let's go down in the unemployment, right? We'll pay them res. I mean, the difference is 684 per year to 516. I think it might be time. Like, I know. No, we're bleeding the money. Let's wait. Okay, we are in the new year. We'll wait for a ship to come by and sell all of these fleece. Let's stack only 24 ballots. Otherwise, we'll put it in the storage. And the reason why I'm doing that is because then we'll have to distribute it to the houses. So we want exports first, but Argos wants to give us some olive oil, so let's accept it. I want to make this a mixed between olive oil and fleece, because these houses need fleece and olive oil to evolve to their max level. That's all the requirements that they have. And I'll tell you later, like, what's the difference between these and the palaces and why you would want anything other than these. Okay, we accept the olives now, the olive oil. Money, money, money. It's all about the money, money, money. And let's see, now that we have some money, I feel like we should start, like, there are a few buildings that we need to place. We'll start with the gymnasium, I think. Or I could say I want to place a podium here and have a college and place it somewhere around here. And I will put down employees needed. Yes, I know. And I will put down one of these buildings here, because I feel like creating a different area in here where we could have some of these supporting buildings. Let's see, what is this? Olympian games begin. Apparently athletic, philosophy and drama are slated to complete. Apparently we're gonna send in someone to the contest, even though our culture is terrible right now.
I'm off to the games. Soon, everyone will know just how smart I am. It's certainly hard to practice Epicureanism in this city. What I wouldn't give for a plate of food.
Yeah, well, hopefully we will get some food. I like that the walkers in this game, the walkers always tell you about the problems of the city. Okay. now we're out of space because we have too much food, which is a good problem to have. How about adding in a few more people? But I will need to throw in an infirmary as well. Okay, we'll put down the infirmary. And I guess we'll need one on the other side also. Olympian games concluded and we didn't do anything. And the tax collector. We need to start bringing in those cash, or that cash. Okay, the market is not far enough to buy the food, that is great. They want better appeal in the neighborhood, so if we're taking a look at appeal, you can see that they're somewhat appealing to live here. These are neutral appeal, they don't really like living in the area. They wouldn't want to build anything. There is such a theory, I'm not sure exactly if this is the name of it, but it's the broken window theory. So basically, if in a community you have a shop that it's not there anymore, so basically the business has been closed down and it's just an empty building. At some point someone will throw a rock, a kid, or someone will throw a rock and will break a window, right? If you don't replace that window, then pretty soon there will be more broken windows on that building. And that will also create a slight an appeal in the area. And what they've theorized, and they've done this, like they've put it to the test in certain communities around the world. So if you don't replace the window, if you don't improve the area, then there will be more and more businesses leaving the area. There will be, you know, not poorer people, but some opportunities will disappear because there will be businesses who look for good areas or appealing areas that would be appealing to workers, to customers, and things like that. And one of the tests was, like, if you want to improve a community, what you want to do is you want to create, you want to replace, you want to improve and renovate the buildings, you want to create parks, you want to provide value to the area to where people would feel somehow, you know, like they're not living in a really ugly neighborhood where nobody cares, nobody invests money and things like that. So that is in a nutshell the theory, and big words, I would say, not exactly like I said it, but I'm hoping that you get the main idea and look it up. Try to find something like the broken window theory or something. We're placing down a monument here. Monuments are very appealing and you get plenty of them if we win at certain games. I do like the Ionic columns as well, so we might place these here instead of parks. Now I don't want to spend a lot of money, I just want to spend enough to make these guys evolve. Okay. And now they will need some fleece. You can see that at this level we're also starting to get some slingers. Now we can bring the slingers around. And I think I might be bringing them somewhere in here just to protect ourselves from wolves. But they will take some of the working population away from us. At this point, I think I'm just gonna put like 12 fleece in this storage, and I think I'm gonna increase the production overall. Like we'll put even more fleece producers and even more wheat. How far do I want to go? Well, I guess for the moment let's just put down a fleece vendor. We are at 730 people. And we definitely need to start exporting some fleece, some wheat. So let's wait for the next batch of money from this. And open ourselves to the next type of trade routes. Good. 1,000 cash. Should be good for now. I could do it by placing wheat farms, or I could start building some dairy farms just to take some of the pressure off the industry. Caledon wants some fleece, so we'll give it to him. Oh yeah, let's place 1, 2. I think that should be more than enough. I will be putting down another carding shed or 2 carding sheds with a few more ships. And we still have a lot of unemployment, so how about we start placing down some dairy? And Calydron regards us more highly than before. Isthmian games begin in honor of the great Poseidon. Okay. I feel like we need a bit more culture overall if we want to have at least a chance at winning any of these contests. So let's see. Yeah, now they want more culture. And what we're missing at the moment, how much are we getting per? We're getting 1,000 from taxes, that is great. Population milestone of 1,000 has been achieved. Let's place down the buildings before the episode ends. I think I'll do something like this. And then we have a theater that I can place around here. And I think I like how that looks. And over here we're just gonna throw a drama school. But with this in mind, the map should be almost complete. We can place down who bought the wheat. Mount Pelion, Mount Pelion. Okay, then we're gonna put down this. I am going to try to bring this roadblock further in. We'll say that we wanna sell the wheat. And we'll store 12 to begin with. Over here we're gonna say 16 wheat. 16 cheese? No, let's go higher a bit. 12 cheese and 20 ballots of wheat. Yeah, this should provide us with a good amount of cash inflow for a while.
Under your leadership, Thebes is beginning to thrive. Yet the multi-headed menace still plagues the land, and the city will never be truly great as long as it counts the monster as one of its residents. The time has come. Ares' multi-headed serpent will not leave Thebes alone, and as the city grows, the monster is bound to cause more trouble. Plus, you could really use some of that marble it seems to be guarding. For the good of the city, the serpent must be slain. No ordinary human can perform this extraordinary task, however. You will need the help of a hero.
Yes, we do. So we're just gonna wait here for a while. They want more appeal, but we need more money. So we'll start by exporting some of the fleece and exporting some of the grain, or some of the wheat. We have a population monument that we can place down. Does this cost anything? It doesn't. So I will do this. over on
I
this.
bet Mount Olympus isn't as nice as this city.
They want more culture. And we will place it down as soon as we get some of the money. The merchant is coming around, so it should help. We got 700 cash. I think what I'm going to do is place Hercules somewhere around here. Yeah, I think that is fine. So what does he need? For every hero that you want to call in the city, and they only unlock if you have a mission that you need to use them for, and whenever you finish that mission you can use them to go to war, but they will stay around only for the remainder of the mission. So let's see. Hercules Hall has excellent cultural access, so there will be they need the war codes to go by his building. Win any Pan-Hellenic game. Okay, we have no victories there, so we need good culture, and then we have excellent city-wide gymnasium access, and we have good coverage there. 1,500 people in the city, we have at the moment almost 1,200, and 32 and 40 of wine. We have 0 in the storage for right now. So, how do we go about this? Well, there are a few buildings that we could build. We could even throw in this one. It does cost 600 though. How about we start with the gymnasium, right? We need excellent coverage, so we will put these down. I wonder if I put a podium over here and a theater over here, if these schools will send over some of those walkers. I'm not sure exactly what is the range of it. The wolves seem to be sitting there calmly.
The city's problems aren't just rhetorical, but it could be worse.
We have a lot of unemployment. So, if we have enough or a lot of unemployment here, let's see, unrest? There's no unrest anymore. Do I want to do something like this here? Might be a good idea. This is one way to provide with the excellent access that he wants. And I feel like we should start planting some olive oils. But let's make a bit more money, and then we'll do that. We're gonna say here, first of all, get. Because what happens right now is that they prioritize the exports, and if we say get, then we will get the food first, and then it's going to be taken to the other place. A gift of wine from Calydon. Well, how very nice of them, we just need it. Shall I place it here? You know what, I think it's okay. We'll just say accept wine. Okay, we're back to having some money on us. They want more appeal, we'll say Ionic column. I guess until we have a monument, we're just gonna have to extend this. We'll accept the wine. What else shall we do? As I said, as we're getting more people here, it's time to think about our industry, our oil producing industry. And there's a few ways in which we could do that, but I believe that I'll use this space. I will draw a road through here. I will put a roadblock on this side. I will put a brand new maintenance office. Let's put it on the other edge. Like right here. And we will start by throwing in a few growers' lodges. 1 and 2. And what you do here with the olive trees, like you can place as many as you want, like you can do something like this. But it's not really going to help you. Though, do I want to place them here? You know, I think we can. It doesn't really matter. Employees needed, yeah, do not worry. Like if we place down... Let's see, we can have a good amount of trees like these. And then I'll make another one like so. So as I say, you can make these as big as you want. But you shouldn't really go that far because you will need workers. So they will try to go to all of the trees and they won't be ripe by the end of the season if you add trees all around. So just keep it in, either make it like make a few at a time and see how they do, or you can add more workers if you can export the goods if you feel like it's necessary. I am going to bring like 2 olive presses here. I need some extra workers, but they should be coming in, I feel. Yep. And this house wants to evolve, but it will need oil. And we could just do that. Bring me the wheat. They have a lot of food. They have some food, but they're resupplying right now. Up to 900 again. Great. So we have 5 oil. Will this be enough to get us going for a while? Nemean Games have been concluded. Great honor is visited upon our city today, for our contestants won the Nemean Games. Their heads are wreathed with crowns of fresh wild celery, and you can celebrate their prowess by building a commemorative monument. Furthermore, all other cities have noted our accomplishment and their opinion of us has increased. Well, great. How about we start with the athlete monument over here, because we've already spent money up there. And they want some fleece as well. And I believe we could even do that. Let me place it in the middle here. Okay, what else? Well, we have the money now. We're getting close to having some olive oils. And so I feel pretty confident in throwing in an oil vendor here.
More olive oil coming right up.
Hercules, 1500 people and another 16 bales of wine. Great. I think I could be sending some gifts to Mount Pelion. How about we give him a gift of wheat, 16 sheaves of wheat. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. And to this guy, we have a bit of cash. So maybe a small gift of 500 gold, because we don't have any other goods there. If you give them what they need, what their cities need, you'll get a better reputation boost from that. So, and this is the maximum amount or the maximum level of these particular houses, this more like worker populace. And you can see some of them want a bit more appealing neighborhood, so we're gonna increase that by throwing in some ionic columns. And like that. Gonna do the same over here, just to beautify the area. And now we'll get our 1500 people. Okay, olives are being pressed. Seems like we're gonna have a good amount of olive oil here. We might even be able to put in another press. Let's start by throwing in another press, because these ones are sitting still. I'm not sure if one of these can fulfill the need of 2 olive presses, but I'll pay attention and we'll see what conclusion we get to. The house cannot evolve until the appeal of the area. Really? So we need another monument there. Mount Pelion, grateful for the wheat. Argos thanks you for the money. So, okay. Not too happy for it, but we'll accept it like that. Over here now we have a road. I feel like we could go even further now and fulfill the 24 out of 24 need. Because there's plenty of fleece to go around apparently. Gift of wine from Calydon, so he has fulfilled our entire need. And now we also have a brand new monument for happiness, for people being happy. Well, good for us. Let's throw in the happiness monument. And that was enough to increase the appeal of the area. We're at 2800 gold. You can see that now we can call for Hercules because we fulfilled all of his needs. So we'll send for him. On this side, I will start by building a bridge. The reason why is as soon as the Hydra is out, we are going to start extracting marble, and we need to produce 48 slabs of marble in 1 year. It's doable, but I want to prepare for that moment. Place down one of these. I'll be putting down a few storehouses. I think it would be interesting to have, like if we have 2 of these, and we'll throw in a marble, and at some point we will be able to export to whom? To Calydon. We would be able to bring him some marble, and that will maximize our profits. Things should be going fairly well. The dairy doesn't seem to be producing enough there. How about we clear this area just a tiny bit more?
I am Hercules, and am ready for a challenge. What have you got?
I am Hercules and I'm ready for a challenge. What have you got? I hope it's something worthy of the strongest man alive. And there we go. We have Hercules in the city.
A new city. A new city. Word is that
I could probably think of some adventures to send the unemployed on. If this city isn't interested in finding them some work.
So much attention to details, like even the heroes will tell you about the problems of the city. Somehow these old games feel like they knew what was really important. Given they were simple, But it definitely, they saw what was truly important there.
I could probably think of some adventures to send the unemployed
And
on.
let's
If
see
this
the
city
battle
isn't
between
interested in
Hercules
finding
and the
them
Hydra.
some work.
Our stinging bites are our gifts to you.
I could probably think of some. You've done something someone doesn't like very much. You've done something someone doesn't like very
We've
much.
reached 2,000 people, so we can build a commemorative monument. That. And there we go, the Hydra is dead. Hydra has been slain and your people are rejoicing. Now Hercules just sits around in this area for us. Let's throw in some summary shops. These should really tank our unemployment problem. Because they require like what, 15 people? It's good or not. And we need Calydon. I'll be placing it here. And I'll say that I want to sell some of the marble for now. The way it works is that these workers,
I can't wait to get to the quarry and hew out a perfect piece of marble.
and they will cut out a huge block of marble, they will bring it back to the workshop, and then they will break it down into pieces. Okay, 3 olive presses seems to be enough. If I take a look at the culture, we're good on athletics. We're not that great when it comes to philosophy and drama. Maybe put down another podium or something? Would that work? Or would we need like another college as well?
Has anyone seen my spear? How can I be a spear carrier without my spear?
Yeah, let's put one of these buildings closer, trying to win a few more games in the process.
There was never a genius without a tincture of madness.
And in the process, maybe even throw in another one of these drama schools. We have plenty of people going around, so we don't want them to be idle. At this point, we're getting a lot of income. I even feel like we could place down like a few walls. Might not be important for this area right here, but it might be important for this one. So since we do have some money, let's say that the exit road would be through here, right? We'll put that down just as a sign. We'll have a gatehouse. And then we'll have another one on this side. Go with the wall. I'm not sure that there will be any threats during this campaign. I don't remember, haven't played it in a long while. But now we have the protection. And maybe we will place another gate here. Just to facilitate the walking merchants. Then we have towers. At this moment they will not be manned, like you can call them up. Population monument. Do I want to place it anywhere? I don't think I want to place it at the moment. Olympian Games begin, so we're gonna send shooting games, drama, not bad. So they do need another theater, I'm guessing too. Yeah, let's put it down there. Population monument. Do I want to place it somewhere here in the middle? I guess I could. And now that we've reached the maximum amount of olive oil that we have in a storage, I will put down an oil vendor as well. We're gonna increase the size of these houses. Maybe even throw in some of these. To protect. Let's see, any unrest? No, there's no unrest here. Hazards. Things are looking fine. Yeah, there's nothing to worry about, to be honest. As you can see, and now that they've almost cut down their blocks, like they've sent workers out to get a new one. Which is very efficient, if you ask me. And we'll let this speed up. The houses now have everything they need. They will bring in a lot of workers. Calydon needs fleece, will definitely fulfill that need.
The serpent is gone, yet worries remain. Ares was fond of the serpent, and he cannot be happy that you have arranged for the serpent's death. Athena, the goddess of warriors, crafts, and wisdom, has arrived to collect some of the serpent's teeth for some strange and wonderful purpose. Maybe she can shed some light on how to earn Ares' favor.
Well, there we have it. And this is all the time that we have for today. Now, tomorrow we're coming back with the next mission. And we'll see. Whether we do 1 or 2, it depends on the time and how long it takes us. But for now, I hope you have enjoyed this series. I hope you're looking forward to the next one. And if you do, remember to leave a like on the videos, as it does help me and the channel grow. Subscribe if you want to keep in touch with what I do. And leave comments if you have any thoughts on the game or you want to talk about them. Because I do love these games and I'm always open to new conversations. With that in mind, I wish you all to have a wonderful Saturday.